Alright, what is up guys? Randomodium here with Game 2 SKT versus Samsung Galaxy 2016 World Championship. Watching this at 1.5 times speed. And Game 1 SKT was absolutely dominating. They took down 9 or 10 towers before Samsung Galaxy was able to get down any of their own towers. Samsung Galaxy looks like they were going to just get completely stomped, and then they made a kind of last minute rally, and they were able to get a couple towers, get a couple kills. They got one Baron, and it got to the point where in the game where there was so much gold on both teams that the gold difference didn't matter, and it came down to one team fight. SKT was able to win, and they were able to win the game. Duke went absolutely insane on Trundle and actually, won the game. So now we've swapped sides, and the bands over on SKT sides are the Jace, Olaf, the Elise. That is an interesting. And so it looks like they're not banning out the Victor again. That's very surprising. I guess Faker says, "Yeah, I can handle Crown's Victor." And then instead they ban out the Jace and the Olaf and the Elise. And Samsung Galaxy bans out Syndra, Ashe, and Nidalee. That makes perfect sense. Well, I mean the Ashe, yeah, it's either you ban out the Ashe or you ban out the Rise, and whoever you don't ban out, the SKT is gonna pick. So SKT first picks the Rise for Faker. That's going to be very challenging because Faker has a skin that is a Rise skin. I mean, he got that skin for last year's World Championship. So yeah, Rise is pretty good at Faker. Samsung Galaxy gets the Caitlyn and the Karma, so they've got a strong bot lane. Yep, I'm expecting the Jhin to be picked up by SKT in response. Interesting if they lock in the Lee Sin. It makes sense because they banned out the Olaf. So okay, I like these pickups from SKT. So they pick up the Lee Sin because they banned out the Olaf, and that's gonna force ambition on something like an Elise or something like that. Whoa, is he actually gonna go Kindred? Oh my goodness, first Kindred I think of the entire tournament in the finals, and Cassiopeia. Ooh, this is spicy. I love this. Cassiopeia into Rise works very well, and then Kindred. We haven't seen Kindred since she got completely, destroyed with the nerfs. Um, wow, wow. I'm very interested to see if this works out. And then last picks are going to be Nami and Nar. Nar's a really good blind pick, so I like that pickup from Duke. Oh, and they go Kennen. My goodness. Ooh, this is an explosive game already. This is a very good adaptation from Samsung Galaxy. They've picked lanes that they can do very well in. Um, hmm. Wow. The big thing though is that Galaxy is incredibly squishy. They don't have any tanks whatsoever, so they're going to be very vulnerable to the flash kick combo of uh, of Bengi. So we'll see. So the other major thing that changed with the Kindred is that her ult is like centered on her now. You can't like choose where you place the ult, so it makes it much harder for you to save your allies with it. Baker's using his skin, awesome. Like I don't know what skin you give Faker next. If you give him a Cinder skin or something. I feel like whoever wins, like the support skin, is going to be probably Karma, because they've already had a Zyra support skin. Um, that's kind of unfortunate. I was actually really hoping for a Misfortune support skin. That would have been freaking awesome. And actually, so Misfortune and Victor were my two biggest champs that I played at the end of season 6. So I actually really want Samsung Galaxy to win because Core JJ has played the Misfortune support, and Crown is, the best Victor player in the world. So I'm definitely kind of rooting for Samsung Galaxy just for the skin aspect, because it fits my champion pool a lot more than a lot of the champions that are played over on SKT's side. And Olaf actually might get a skin too. Actually, it'd probably be Nidalee, because that Nidalee play, or maybe they'll give them those 6 skins again because both SKT subs in different junglers for different situations. Maybe it'll be Nidalee and Olaf. I think that will be the future in esports. Is once you get a talent rich enough um, player pool, that you'll see substitutes become a much bigger thing. Um, because different champions are gonna have, or different players are gonna have different champion pools, and you're gonna see that become a much bigger thing. So as far as the lanes are concerned, Gnar versus Kennen, I feel like Kennen does have an advantage in this matchup. As long as he just plays kind of safe when Gnar goes into Mega Form, he should be able to bully out the Gnar a little bit. And then as far as the jungle matchup is concerned, I actually don't know because I haven't seen Kindred in so long in the competitive scene. I don't know how, like, she used to just be an absolute terror in the early game against. Ooh, well done. But Kindred used to be like an absolute terror in the early game. She could just literally just go into anyone's jungle and just 1v1 them. There wasn't much they can do. They definitely changed that. And I don't think she's as potent in the early game. She's really based a lot more on getting her stacks and things like that. Um, but if she can get the ball rolling, she can really snowball fast. Ooh, well played by Faker to get that to use the double spell to get the shield. So Kindred has a lot better scaling, but I feel like Lee Sin has a lot better playmaking ability. Mid lane Cassiopeia versus Ryze. That's just you know it's pretty even because it's just bullet mage versus bullet mage. It's just rapid fire spells, just nonstop. It's really based off of the Cassiopeia ult is pretty huge. Like it's a question of whether Faker can predict the Cassiopeia ult and avoid the stun. That will really decide like a 1v1. And then as far as the team fighting is concerned, if you are out of position even a little bit, the 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 ultimate from Rise can just completely destroy you and like single-handedly win the game. But a bad Rise ultimate can also single-handedly lose you the game. So I definitely think that putting it in the hands of Faker is probably a good call. I don't think he's going to have that many bad ultimates. So, yep. And then as far as the bot lane is concerned, Nami versus Caitlyn Karma. I feel like the Caitlyn Karma is a slight bit stronger until you hit level 6, and then that trading really becomes a bit better because you have the Nami ultimate and the Jhin ultimate, which allows you to, if you trade well against them, then you pop the ultimate, and then you can usually secure the kill. Ooh. Oh, wow, look at Ambition. That was so well played by Ambition with the ultimate. Well played by Faker. That's exactly what they needed to do. If they waited for that dive to happen, they would have been pincered. But because they went aggressive, um, they prevented that pincer movement from happening. That's what you need to do when you're being flanked. You just need to go all in on the one side of the flank. Wow, Wolf was able to survive because of that exhaust. But yeah, if you guys are getting flanked on a position, you can't wait for the flank to collapse on top of you. You have to attack one side of the flank and break that pincer maneuver. We'll play. Yeah, that was just really well played. Yeah, that was perfectly done. Okay, yeah, we are at 1.5 times speed. Seemed like it's going a little bit slow. Looks like they're trying to. Yeah, they're gonna set up a dive bot lane. Well played by SKT. They're predicting it. Wow. Yeah, that should have been like a huge cleanup. That was a great setup from Samsung Galaxy, but SKT just completely sniffed it out. Man, this game could not be any closer. However, SKT does have an advantage. If you look at their vision line, they've got just so much vision. Oh, wow. This actually just might be the game. That last minute, the kill top lane, the outplay bot lane, and then killing off Ambition, that actually just might completely throw the game into SKT's favor right there. So the only way that they can, the only way that as Samsung Galaxy can come back in this now is they have to get that first tower. That first tower is so crucial. I think Crown's been getting quite a bit of damage on the tower. It's hard to tell. Yeah, the vision control from SKT is just phenomenal. Yeah. They have a fantastic Baron taking team. Between the Kindred, the Caitlyn, the Cassiopeia. Faker uses his Ghost. Ambition uses his Flash. Oh, poor freaking Kuve. He's just gonna get dove again. That should be first tower, and that's gonna be really huge for SKT. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wow. SKT just looks so clean. This looks so bad for Samsung Galaxy, but I mean, after what happened last game, I feel like they can come back from it. But it's gonna get into this type of situation where they're just gonna have to stall out for like, to the 40-minute mark. Wait for the goal difference to not matter anymore. I mean, I guess the goal difference isn't that horrible. I mean, you look at like 11 kills to 3 kills, you're like, oh my god. But it's only about 3,000 gold. The issue, though, is that as soon as some of those outer towers fall, Jesus. Mid tower is going to fall pretty soon. That should accelerate the gold lead quite a bit. I feel like that was a little bit of wasted effort there. They could have just put a little bit more pressure mid lane and probably gotten it. All right, bot lane's down. Yes, now the towers are equalized, and we were looking at 5,000 gold lead. A lot of gold. That's a lot of gold for 22 minutes. Yeah, and this Mountain Drake is very important for SKT. If Samsung Galaxy got 3 Mountain Drakes, then that would be very bad. Yeah, and the counterplay was for Samsung Galaxy to try and sneak possibly a Baron, which is why Duke rotated down to the Baron pit and kind of covered. Wow, he actually survives. Ugh. So they have to burn Flash and they burn the Kindred ultimate, but they are able to. Nobody goes down. Now you can see that SKT is just pushing into that red side jungle. They're denying a lot of the vision. Ooh, well played. So Corja J being able to avoid that deadly flourish is what saved him. But they're denying the vision, and now they know that. Well, yeah, they allowed Samsung Galaxy back in, but right before then they knew that there was no vision in the Baron pit. So now they just clear out the vision again, and then they can start baiting around Baron again. Both teams have rotated their top laner to bot lane, so that way they can play around the Baron and still have the ability to teleport. That's a very common mistake that I see at in just normal like ranked play, is that once you get past the 20-minute mark, your top laner should not be in top lane anymore. He should be in bot lane because you're starting to play around Baron. The only time that you would want him to go back to top lane or to mid lane is if you think that Dragon is the more important objective. But you have to have vision on Baron in order to do that. Yeah, that was actually a very important pink ward that they cleared out. Yep, and they start Baron immediately. Because they got those pink wards out. So that's the second Baron that second game that SKT's just been able to kind of just sneak a Baron pretty easily. And it hasn't been contested at all. I'm still crossing my fingers for those Baron steals or for those Elder Dragon steals. For those of you guys who don't know, if there's a Baron steal or an Elder Dragon steal, then mystery gifting gets like a bonus. So it like doubles or triples the chance that you can get like legendaries and esports skins with mystery gifting. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. I want you know 5 Baron steals. Oh, he missed the fourth shot. They still get the kill. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I mean, so Samsung Galaxy can play the game that they played last time, where you just stall. You just stall, stall, stall. You just try to hold out as long as you can. And if you can get to that point where both teams have, 70, 80,000 gold, then the gold advantage doesn't really matter anymore. And you can actually start fighting them again. But right now, when it's like 56k to 44k, that's a huge difference. That's items worth of difference. So Samsung Galaxy can't fight at all, so they just have to pretty much just like surrender their entire base, essentially. As long as the Nexus towers don't go down, then that's fine. But they just pretty much have to hemorrhage their entire base, and all they can do is just try to slow down SKT as much as possible. That was a bit yep. There was no reason to go for that. They didn't have vision control. That actually might be the game. I think that's the game. Or it's at least the inhib. Yeah, that's the game. Wow. Well, that was anticlimactic. My God. So that's what I thought was going to happen in the first game, and then Samsung Galaxy came back and they did really well. I like the adaptations that Samsung made for Game 2, but my God, SKT just looks on fire. They look unstoppable right now. And this is really bad because now Galaxy's down match point. They've got to go for something crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they've tried to pull out something like the freaking Misfortune support. You can see Crown. He's like just scratching his head. Doesn't know what the hell to do right now. Um, yeah, he's got to. They got to. Their coach has to get them out of their own heads and freaking. They got to make some major changes going into game 3. I think the biggest thing that they're going to change is the vision control. SKT, because of their vision control, was able to counter every play that Samsung Galaxy made, um, and they just completely just destroyed them after that. They just got pick after pick after pick after pick, and there was no coming back from it after that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Click the kind on the channel, subscribe, and if you got any questions, comments, any thoughts, leave a comment below. And I hope you guys have a great day. This is Randomonium signing off.